Hey Alec, how's it going?
I'm tired.
You're tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
We
I
just
don't know.
started.
I know. I can't believe it. No, I don't know. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night or something. I felt like I was caffeinated enough today, but I was tired.
No.
Work's been. I'm working long days still.
Hmm.
It really starts to kind of wind down a little bit this time of year, but not yet.
Fair enough. So today we're actually playing the winner of episode 1 of Boxart Battles. We
We're gonna
both
tell. We're gonna tell everybody. We're gonna spoil it right away.
Yeah.
We're gonna. Okay, I guess that's fair. You should go watch that episode.
Go watch Boxart Battles.
You'll know what wins now, but you should see what it was up against.
Should I have not spoiled that? Do you think people are coming to BloodRayne first and then they're more likely to come to this video?
God only knows what they're doing.
But
Coming to a BloodRayne video.
so we were so enticed by the box art that we're like, we need to both go on eBay and buy it.
There, I would be grabbing it right now. Yeah, we did. We both went on eBay like the same time. In fact, you got the nicer copy of it, which I was kind of upset about. But
Yeah, looking
I
nice.
cleaned the GameStop stickers off mine, so it's all set. Yeah.
So it should be said that both of us have played very little of the game. In fact, this is more of like first impressions than a full review. To be fair,
Yeah.
we can't say what will happen the majority of the game, only the beginning, I guess.
Yeah. So our score is going to be a first impression score. It's not going to be like a definitive. This is the end all be all. What we think of BloodRayne, because we haven't beat it. Though honestly, I don't know how long the game is. I have a feeling it's probably not that long, but I don't really know.
I remember looking it up and on how long to beat.com, and it was like 7 to 9 hours, somewhere around there.
Okay, so we got like a decent chunk of it. I mean, I played about an hour and a half of it, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have played even less than that. I'm not really sure. Somewhere around there, though.
Well, what had happened? What had happened in the plot up until where you get to?
Not much, really. I'm just like...
Yeah,
I'm
not a lot.
What, destroying nests and saving people.
Destroying nests, saving people. Did you get to the point where after you destroyed the last nest in the first map sort of area, you get to a place and then all those like spider creature things like ate a bunch of the people and they were carrying them in sacks?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so you didn't get to that point. Okay, well you get to that eventually, and then they go like "Gah, and they all like go to some place, and then you have to, I'm assuming, hunt them all down, because that's what I was starting to do.
Mm-hmm. So, first impressions on this game.
Well, I did think it was interesting that the first line our heroine says is like, "Take that, you bitch." I think that says a lot about the game's quality right there.
In the depth of the character.
The depth of the character. Honestly, here's the thing. I actually kind of like the character. I mean, she's incredibly one note. So like it's maybe she's fleshed out a little more as the game goes on. Maybe.
Yeah.
But like, I think, and don't quote me on this, I think Laura Bailey's actually a little embarrassed that this was her first, like one of her first major roles. But she kicks it out of the park. I think she's great.
I thought it was bad.
I think she's great. I think the dialogue, she's doing the best she can with what she has.
I mean, she's doing like vampire woman voice.
She's doing her lust voice.
But it's like
from Full Metal Alchemist. That's basically what she's doing. That's her like seductive.
Yeah,
that's her
true.
seductive. It's her seductive voice.
But it's like there's nothing there. There's not much depth to it. It's like,
well,
I'm
no,
just gonna read
like,
the lines like
it's,
this.
It's one note, but it doesn't have to be more than that.
Watch me slightly move and my boobs jiggle.
No. That was bizarre. That was weird. I only saw that happen to her once. I saw that happen to the other character like 6 times. It was very distracting.
She'll move slightly, and it's like
not like a good way. It was like why did you think that was a good idea? Okay, so
yeah,
I
thought Laura Bailey was like not great, but that's fine. We can
I
agree to
disagree.
disagree.
I think she's as good as the material is going to be. Um, a lot of really like involved, really intense. Oh, this video should be not for younger viewers, by the way. There's a lot of like really intense like sucking noises that
Oh
are
yeah,
like
that's
really,
so sexual.
yeah, incredibly. I mean, yeah, they should be. She's a dampier. She's sucking blood.
Yeah, but it like
But like
sounded like I was watching
over.
porn.
Oh no, it's way over the top.
Mm.
It's borderline like, yeah, it's borderline like way too much. Like that's why I think, as far as I'm aware, she's kind of embarrassed about this. I would be too, like, to the point where it's like this is kind of a degrading role.
Sure, they were like, yeah, make
kind
some sexual moaning noises for this.
Yeah, like I can't even imagine what that was like in the booth for that. It's just like, I'd feel weird and wrong. Anyway, I mean, I like nothing necessarily against that, but like the fact that that's all there is to this game is kind of like, at least in terms of the characterization, is disappointing, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot that could be, but I think it's the era that we're in. This is like early 2000s. We hadn't yet grasped an action game starring a female character that's not just sexual fodder.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of too bad. I suppose we were expecting maybe I was expecting maybe a little more out of the game than what I'm getting in terms of a character and story.
Yeah, remember when we were commenting on the box art and we were saying this is pretty tasteful though, or this is pretty tasteful here.
It is. No.
But
I would actually say her outfit is probably the most tasteful thing about her as a character. Pretty much everything else is fairly tasteless.
Uh-huh. It's like I just hated every little interaction of dialogue was like so.
Oh, it's like the worst thing. It's like everyone is like a southern bayou. They're all Cajun. So like, did you come across the guy in the barricade himself in like
the
jail
guns?
cell?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, mademoiselle.
Madame
Like, you
Mose-
have never spoken French in your life,
Mon
and it's really
chéri.
sad. Oh, mon chéri. It's like, dude, it's not French. You're supposed to be speaking Cajun French. That's not. It was awful.
But like every person she encountered, she was like, they're like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Doesn't matter. Just go to this location.
Go to the mausoleum or whatever. Go to this mausoleum. You'll be safe there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's nice. It's nice that she wasn't just eating everyone indiscriminately, even though that was because
Right.
she was told not to do that.
Even though that is like the go-to move, right? Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the combat in this game?
Okay. Yeah. Let's go into gameplay. When I started out, I hated it.
Uh huh.
I like really hated it. Because why am I pressing L? I have to. Okay, here's the thing. It's the GameCube controller, right? Okay, so the GameCube controller had this great thing called it was an analog input, right? So it had the nice squeeze trigger. You didn't have to press all the way down. No, with this you have to press all the way down. You have to click in every single time you're trying to do anything. It's so annoying. Why can't the attack button just be A or B or something, or literally anything? Y, literally anything other than L would have been nice. Well, Z would have been weird, but yeah. So I kind of hated it at first because also my voice just cracked. That shows you how stressed out I am about this game.
So you hated it at first. Wait, so this changes for you. All right.
Okay, so here's the thing. As the game kept going, maybe you could call it Stockholm Syndrome. You could call it because the game started making combat slightly more interesting because it actually started having multiple people at you, so you had to or enemies, so you had to actually like kind of think about what you were doing and like maneuver around. I kind of was starting to enjoy it about hour mark. Only slightly, and it was kind of, I think, more in an ironic way because I was having fun with this game because of it was not good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I started to kind of like stuff. Well, particularly when you start getting, because besides just the stupid sword things that, okay, the animations are all really bad in this game too. Besides the stupid sword things that you're like fighting with, you also have like guns that I wasn't expecting. You're just like using guns.
I didn't expect
and stuff.
that.
Guns have like no force feedback. They all feel kind of the same when you're firing them, which sucks.
Yeah.
Except for the power weapons and the grenades, which are both awesome. I actually really liked using like trying to find a new power weapon and just trying it out because like it was really fun. The grenades do like crazy amounts of damage, and to the nests and stuff, which you're killing these like big spawning nests. I don't really understand why or what they are. I guess they're the things that are responsible for the plague or something. I guess
some sort of plague that makes people weird things but they still shoot guns and it's weird.
But your primary way to obtain health back is by sucking mutated people's blood, which that's a little weird. I don't know if that really made sense. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't find out till like later on that you had like this chain thing that you could latch onto them.
Oh yeah.
I liked the aspect of you being able to use them as a shield to like protect you from bullets and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It was very shallow.
Very shallow, but also I found any enemy that is a humanoid enemy, you must suck. Sucking is the answer. You never get hurt that way, and only once.
No. That's not one from what I had, because I was doing that. When you're up against multiple people, you can still get hurt when you're doing that.
Okay, but all you have to do is mash. You're healing health as you're doing it, and then you go to the next person, mash it. That's all I did whenever I encountered people. Only when there are spider things did I ever have to use a gun or my blades at all. I would just suck face every person I saw. And it worked. It was like, what is the point of this other combat? Until, like, before the spiders were even introduced, like, the first couple minutes of the game, I was like, oh, I'm just going to be sucking face the whole time.
You're just going to be sucking dudes off all game long?
I don't even need to use these guns or these blades. But then it was like, oh, spiders. I can't suck spiders, so I have to shoot them. And then they introduced the great, what was it? What's it called?
Rage mode? Blood
Rage.
Or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was...
which was epic.
You mean, it was epically disappointing. I thought it was going to be a little more interesting than, like, it just covers the screen in this really gross filter and slows everything down. To like playing at like
the frame rate,
to like 6 frames a second, and it's like the worst thing. I hated it. In fact, I actually prefer not to use it and just to destroy the nest just with a grenade. And then if that doesn't work, then like, okay, I'll go into blood rage mode and then kill it and then quickly leave it.
And then there was also the aura mode, which lets you see glowing where the nests are and whatnot.
Yeah, it's okay. It's nice in that it helps you find enemies and stuff or see enemies. I was kind of neither here nor there on it. I didn't really like find it offensive, but I also didn't find it overly useful either. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but like there are some places where it's kind of hard to find where you're supposed to kick through to get into these stupid row houses.
Definitely.
And
I have to commend them for the scenery, the setting. It's such a great
bayou, and it all looks awful and horrible and gross and disgusting.
And then you have to.
I guess when we put it that way, I guess these developers really didn't like Louisiana in the early 20th century.
Yeah. But yeah, it was I definitely had trouble finding some of those spots, and then it's like awkward. You have to do the double tap A to go into your spin kick maneuver, and you kick out buildings and whatnot. It's like, okay, that's cool, I guess, but
I kind of liked it. Yeah, I like
weird.
that.
It is weird how you just kind of like, I would use that to just kind of skate along in the air.
There's that cutscene where the lady that
in the very beginning,
she does it. She does that move, like the character model does it, and then she like awkwardly is like immediately like T-posing. And I'm like, what just happened? The cutscenes were just gold.
And then in the very beginning,
so bad.
In that same scene where they're like talking, and it's just like cutting back to them standing still, just like
yeah, the guys in
back
the ropes,
and forth.
And they're like, oh, we need to use her. No, but she's a vampire. We can't use her. No, she's not a vampire. She's a dampier. Oh.
But then, like, even when it was her and the other woman talking, whoever that.
I don't remember her name. It's like
in the beginning,
I don't know.
But it was like them talking back and forth, and it just cuts to them standing still.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if this is something you noticed. I did because it was very upsetting and jarring. Every time it cut to another shot, it zoomed out. It would no, it wouldn't zoom out. It would like zoom in. So like because it's like the camera couldn't stay still. So like whenever it cut to, so it's like okay, say it's the frame is cut on Rain, and then it would cut to her other friend, and the camera would like zoom in slightly, and it was just like and it, and it would do that every time, and it's just they're just having a back and forth, and it would do that, and I was like it's just kept doing it. It was awful. it was but very funny. It was
Yeah,
very funny.
it's like as soon as we got into that first scene, we knew what we were getting into with this game. It's like, oh, all right, well, it's not going to be a good game.
No.
So
No,
it's a not good game. All right,
Yeah.
that's what we're in for. Also, whenever the lightning cracks, it sounds like a gunshot. Do you notice that?
Lightning crack. Oh yeah.
Like when it's like,
Just like
yeah, I kept thinking someone was shooting at me. I was like, what's going on here? But it was always just, oh, okay.
it's just a
That's
gunshot.
weather. But
Oh.
it sounds like a gunshot. But it also says on the back, I didn't get to this yet, but it says you can use zoom vision. It says you can use slow-mo, zoom, and aura visions. So I guess that's the third vision you get.
Zoom
You
vision?
zoom.
Because you really want to zoom in on those character models.
Do you think it'll be zoom in, or maybe it's like super fast? You zoom.
I don't know.
No, it's a vision though. You zoom. You're just gonna like look. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. Fantastic acrobatic moves bend the environment to your will.
Bend the environment to your will? Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing that I really, one of the things that I actually really enjoyed about it. I liked having an objective, but having to explore the world to find it. Like really having to sort of delve in and like, okay, so I know this thing is like supposed to be on this level, but I need to figure out a way to get to that.
Okay,
And there was some
yeah.
really interesting environmental stuff to like navigating around this build. Like in particular, it's like this. It was like there's some like building. It was, I don't know if it was someone's old home or something, a homestead of some sort. But you're like going up the different floors of this building. You have to kill a bunch of guys, and then it's the enemy types are getting mixed up. So you've got like the men and the spiders. By the way, those are the only two enemy types that I know.
It says
Dudes and spiders.
It says on the back that
You're killing Nazis at some point.
Yeah, Nazis, mutants, swamp creatures, and ancient parasitic monsters. So I mean, we've already seen mutants, swamp creatures, and ancient parasitic monsters. I guess, kind of.
Yeah, it's maybe sort of. I don't
I
really
don't
know.
know.
But we gotta.
The
we
most
gotta
you can
go
look
after
forward
the
to is Nazis. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be great. Killing Nazis will be fun. But yeah, I don't know. I did. That was one thing I actually enjoyed. I think that's why I started to like the game a little bit more. Because like originally I was like, oh, I don't know if I can keep playing this. Like, because the combat was just so dull, and it was bad. Wasn't good. Is there any music in this game, by the way? I don't even remember. I don't think there is. I mean, I guess there's some.
Nothing memorable, apparently.
Nothing I can even. The fact that I can't. I'm such a music-oriented person. The fact that I can't even remember if there's a soundtrack speaks to. If it is there, it's not very good. But yeah, that's kind of when I started. Well, and you seem to like unlock your combat skills like just at complete random. Like it's like you unlock like normal move 3, combo normal 3 or something. I was like, oh. I just like killed a standard person and I just got it. So I was like, okay. So I mean, it just seems super slow, the combat. But once I started unlocking extra moves on the combo, it started to feel faster for some reason. I felt like I was doing more in combat.
Okay, I was still sucking face, so I
That's
never.
fair. I mean, no, I'm talking about against the spiders. Yeah, most of the time most of the time you're doing the big suck on the dudes.
I shoot gun, and then I spam the L button. The L button. That's what my strategy is.
That's kind of all there is to it. Yeah. So there's some things I like about this game, but there's a lot more bad about it than there is good. That's for sure.
I'd say so. Oh yeah, I tried out attacking my teammate in the beginning, her friend.
Oh yeah. Did that work?
And she actually like fought me back for a little bit. I was like, what the heck?
Hey, that's cool.
But she doesn't like kill you. She'll just like fight you for a little bit and it'll do damage. But I was like, okay.
Did you? Okay, I didn't mention this yet. Did you try any of the other control options?
No.
What control option did you choose?
Oh yeah. Whatever the most default option is what I went for. I don't know what that was. It was like third person.
Okay, because their default option was like gives you the most control. Is what they call first person control, which isn't actually you in first person. It's just that's what they called it for some reason. You control movement with the C stick. You go backwards and forward with the C stick. You turn with the the left thumbstick.
No, yeah, I had the two stick controls where you could.
Oh, did you?
I had where you could change the camera with the C stick.
Okay. See, yeah, because that's the way a normal person would control the game, and not like a Neanderthal. Because the other one, besides the one that I just described, the other one was like you moved the camera with. It's like you strafed, but you moved the camera with the control stick, and then you did something else that was really bizarre with the C stick too. It was like the controls made literally no sense other than the one that's just like. You use the control stick to turn and to move forward and backward.
Look,
which is like
they don't want any complaints about the controls. They're just going to give all these random options. So it's like, well, you had.
But there's only three. There's only three options.
There's three options, but I mean, I was fine with the standard option. It's weird using the L button.
Yeah. Well, that was another. Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, it's the early 2000s. I realize I'm probably not going to have that many customizable controls. Whatever. But man, it was I was just like, please let me just change it from L. Please let me map it to like Y or something. But
yeah, if you were in the other room when someone's playing this game, you would probably think they were watching some weird porn. Cause
it's like you walk in, you'd be like, is this like a sex game? Like, what are you doing?
Especially me when I'm sucking face every man I can find, and that's all I do. Just spam that button. She's just always.
Yeah, it's like it's very uncomfortably sexual. It's just like, okay, we get you should be enjoying it, but like maybe tone it down a little. Like that's why I'm just like I can't even imagine what she was like asked to do in the booth. It's just like, yeah, can you just do that like sucking noise again? Really like
you do it more.
Can you just like more like just imagine you're doing it with your husband.
Imagine it's like turning you on.
It's just
I
like
want to evoke that feeling. That's why the rest of the time she was just reading her lines. It doesn't matter. Go to the mausoleum.
I think she's better than that. She's better than that.
No, but
just think.
This
she's
was a low
high
point.
Caliber voice actress. I love Laura Bailey.
I know she's great, but I didn't think this was great. I mean,
no,
she has a nice voice.
This game is terrible. Yeah, she's like the saving grace of the whole game. And
she has a nice voice, but I still didn't like the voice acting.
And I think she would probably rather this game didn't exist.
What if it was her choice to make a sexual suck noise? You know, we don't know.
I mean, I don't know. She probably regrets it now, though. Because, like, I mean, who wants to have that out there? I don't blame her.
Yeah, from a first impression standpoint, not good game. And I don't think it can get better than being not good. But, like, maybe there's more varied locations. Maybe there's more things to do later.
Well, they said something about Nazis, so I'm hoping I'm not in the Louisiana Bayou when I'm fighting Nazis.
It's just Nazis. Look, there are Nazis.
It'd be cool to do, like, it'd be cool to do not like a stealth mission, but to at least have a mission where you're, like, in some Nazi disguise. And then, yeah,
I don't know. The Nazis are in Louisiana. They're like, Nazis! They're Nazis! On the way!
Run away! She's
like, go to the mausoleum. I'll take care of the Nazis.
Go to the mausoleum. I'll take care of the Nazis.
So
yeah. So,
I mean, is it fair to give it a score on first impressions?
I mean, like, I'm charting right around like a 5.5, probably.
I'd say 5. Yeah, it's gonna say 5.
It's like I think I'm not hating myself while playing it, like I was with some other certain games that we played on here. But but other games that I haven't also played on there. Like there's a Power Rangers game I played on Genesis where I literally just wanted to die while I was playing it. But yeah, it's still not great. I mean, like I'm still willing to play a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know if we probably won't even bother to do a follow-up video on it, to be honest.
If we have radically changed opinions, we will report back.
That's for sure.
It will be like we made a grave mistake. This is an 8 out of 10.
So I guess this one will be it's just like I want to redact everything I just said. This game is genius.
Like once it got into the second act, it was so good.
So I guess you give this the unofficial Tarqaron score of 5.
5 out of 10 first impressions score.
First impressions score? Yeah. Not really good. You want to you want to like hit them right out of the park with something amazing, but that was not it for this game.
I mean, they presented us with the fundamentals. They presented us with the locations and the premise of the game, and all of them were subpar at best.
Honestly, I think that box art, like,
they got us.
Yeah, they did. Well, they did get us. I would also say the box art is probably more complex, interesting, and developed as a character than the entirety of the game that we've played so far.
Yeah, and definitely much more flattering than the actual character model. Yeah. Yeah,
she doesn't even look that good in the CG scene in the beginning either. I thought she looked horrible in that. I was like, what is the point? I was like, ew.
Like, it's gross. Like we have been clickbaited. We have been box art.
Her character model in the game, honestly, I actually don't mind. I think it was fine compared to everyone else. I mean, everyone else.
When you got a real close look when you sucked face with the mutant boys and they weren't looking too good.
Yeah, it's very true.
So here's what I propose. I propose that as a result of this game being subpar, that we invest even more in BloodRayne and buy the DVD and watch that too.
The Uwe Boll film, or Uwe Boll?
Yes, the BloodRayne film based on the video game.
Based on the hit blockbuster video game.
I don't understand how that film came to be, first of all.
Because that guy, Uwe Boll, I don't know how you pronounce his name. I'm saying Uwe because, I don't know. He's German or something. He just made, like, low-rent, like, cheapo video game adaptations. I think he did, like, a Doom... I think he was the one that did the Doom movie, where it, like, literally used footage from the game in the movie, like, for, like, first-person segments. What else did he do? He did that. There's some other video game adaptations that he's done that, like, people are like, it's some of the worst movies ever made.
I feel like we should find a way to watch that, and maybe that will give us more love for the BloodRayne world.
Will it, though?
And I saw, like, a screenshot, like, when I was looking up the BloodRayne logo to put on here, and it showed the actress, like, from the movie, and she didn't look like what she should, I felt like. Like, she didn't have the same, like, makeup going on as the character, so I'm like, weird.
Well, that's the other thing. I really like the manual of this game, too. That artwork is great. I like that a lot, too.
Yes.
Yeah, the manual is great. Like, that tells you it's infinitely more entertaining and character development than the game gives you.
This is how you bait someone into getting a game. And here you go.
Really, really good marketing. Solid marketing.
Box art and the seductive eyes that draw you in.
Yeah. Play this game. Waste your money.
It looks so good.
Yeah, can you imagine somebody buying this for $50?
Yeah.
Did this launch for $50 or was it a budget title?
I don't know.
I feel like it probably launched for somewhere around there. If it didn't, then it was close.
Yeah, we have to realize this is how many years later. This was like one of the best video games of the time. Didn't have anything better.
No one thought that. In fact, a lot of people didn't. This got mediocre reviews when it came out. So,
I'm looking at character detail.
Ooh, okay.
And it's just like some weirdly like some historical pictures of Nazis and stuff. It's like these.
Oh, did you like that picture of Robert E. Lee on every wall? I did. I thought that was like one of my favorite things. I was like, hey, at least there's a little history tie here. At least I'm getting a little world building here. This town really likes Robert E. Lee in Louisiana.
The Giggenheist Group, or GGG, literally translates to anti-ghost group. It is an elite faction established to seek out supernatural means of bringing Germany to power.
Whoa, spoilers.
We haven't even scratched the surface on what this can offer.
Of the deep lore of BloodRayne. We need to dive deeper into the deep lore of the BloodRayne universe.
This character, Oberstinfanterie, the infantry colonel, is only known as Commando, but not much is known about the Commando except that he is the GGG Field Special Ops Commander. That's all they have to say.
Sounds to me like it's a character we're gonna have to come up against and fight.
Yeah, some weird. Like, we haven't even gotten to the... Like, right now she's just saving people and... You know?
Yeah, so I guess the plot is, like, she's supposed to be, like... She's getting, like, drawn in by this society of people that are using her for some reason.
But she's, like, a vampire, but not evil, you know? She's like, I
she's
need
a
to suck, but...
She's trying to find her father.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm enticed. I'm intrigued.
But that was like, she said that like once, and then I haven't heard anything about it since.
Yeah, I mean, it's not top of mind. First, she's gonna have to take down the Nazi.
Yeah, she's sucking dudes right now.
She only sucks because she has to, though.
That's true.
You know, she didn't choose this life.
Yeah, this is empowering, right? This is an empowering. This is an
empowering suck.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways, so...
Oh, man.
Thank you for watching.
It.
Maybe
yeah.
After the next edition of Boxart Battles, we'll buy another game, and maybe won't be disappointed.
Hopefully not.
I still want to play Far Cry 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it still looked interesting.
It looks like Far Cry. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, well...
Oh, that reminds me of that amazing... This is totally off topic. This is what I'll end the video with. There's this amazing video that a member from our forum, our Discord, the RNG Discord,
yes,
did a supercut video of the awkward like fish catching animation from that game. It made me die laughing. I was like the only person I found from Far Cry 5.
Oh.
It's like you catch a fish and it's like this really like awkward, strange animation, and it's just like it made me. I was like, I showed a bunch of people. I was like, I think this is hilarious, and everyone was like, I don't get it, and I was just like, oh, I got really sad. But seriously, go watch that video. We should link it in the description. I'll give you the link so we can link it now that I've made reference to it.
Okay.
We should say goodbye though. We've gone on way too long anyway. Tangentialized here at the end. So, BloodRayne's pretty bad.
Yeah.